Hey everybody, it's Amanda Davis coming back to you this week, owner and founder of Business Solutions by Design. We are your accounting ally, coming to talk to you about the big T word. We just hit the tax deadline for filing, so hopefully you got your filing in or your extension done timely, because there's a lot of things that can happen if you fail to get things filed timely or reported correctly. So our blog that we're going to be writing this week is going to be about some of the horror stories you hear. So I don't want to duplicate the same content here in the video. What I'd like to do is to talk to you about what that kind of looks like if maybe you didn't get things filed correctly, if you're having a little bit of trouble, if you're not sure what to do, that kind of stuff. So first and foremost, if you didn't get things filed on time, if you didn't request an extension on time, then you're probably going to face two things. One is a failure to file penalty, and one is a failure to pay penalty. So those are two separate penalties and interest that they can charge you on the taxes that you owe, and it's based on a percentage of the taxes you owe. And basically it'll cost you some money, and the IRS will send you a little love note because they're thinking of you. If you're not sure what to do with it, you can always contact a local CPA or somebody who is a professional that deals with this all the time. An enrolled agent will be another good person to discuss this with. But basically what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure that you keep your records correct. You want to make sure you understand enough about the tax code, or you have people on your side that can help you with that, so that you're doing the right things. So for example, when you're hiring a CPA, you need to make sure they're credible. You need to make sure they have a good history. You need to make sure to talk to them about, what are some tax planning strategies that I can do to help reduce taxes or be more upfront. If there's maybe something that could benefit me if I got some extra cash, can I do that? Would that help my tax situation? Those kind of things. If you're not sure about filing deadlines, get on top of that. But in addition, you can use somebody like myself, Business Solutions by Design. We can help you get your books in order so that you have all that information ready. Everything is in good working order. Everything is transparent and easy to find so that you can do the right thing at the right time. Now, some other things that you can do to help avoid getting into trouble is there's a lot of tax scams out there. Scammers are getting stuff from everywhere. And so there's a new one this year where a scammer actually will file your return for you, claim a ginormous and fraudulent refund, and actually have the IRS send the money to your bank account. And then they're going to give you a ring, the scammer, and the scammer is going to say, oopsies, somebody scammed you. Not to mention it was the person on the line calling you, but somebody scammed you, and we paid you and we shouldn't have, so we need you to give us the money back in some sort of a gift card. So if somebody like that calls you, it sounds kind of weird. The IRS usually isn't going to make phone calls. They don't have the manpower for that. They're likely going to send you a letter. So you're going to get correspondence in written form, not over a telephone call. First of all, if somebody's claiming to be the IRS, you need to call them back. Number two, another scam that they have done is the IRS will call you and say there's a warrant out for your arrest because you haven't paid something sad like $3,000, and they're going to send the sheriff over to arrest you. Well, I live in the city of Albuquerque. The response time for something like that is probably going to be laughable considering our state of the police resources. But in addition, the IRS isn't just simply going to arrest you over $3,000, and they aren't going to do it without sending you a letter first. So if somebody calls you claiming to be the IRS, you need to call them back. Tell them you do not have time and you need to get a hold of the IRS when you can actually have a legitimate number. These people are trying to take your money. So be very careful of scammers, and they will use fear because people are very afraid when it comes to the IRS. And the IRS is not that scary. You just need to understand what it is you need to do, and you need to get professionals like myself, like a CPA, like an enrolled agent, and potentially a tax attorney that can be on your side to represent you. If you ever get on a phone call with an IRS agent for any reason, I was kind of doing some research for the video, and one thing was a great reminder for me. When you're speaking to these tax professionals, you do need to be courteous. but you also only need to provide them what they are asking for. So being friendly and being talkative is a really great way to make friends, but these people aren't really your friends. So if they need something, either you, and if you're a little bit scared or you're really unsure, you can always have a professional like an attorney help you speak with them, but you need to provide them what they're asking for, and that's pretty much it. So moral of the story is, when you're talking to a taxing authority, be it a state or a federal government agent, less is more. Give them what they're looking for and shut your mouth. Those are kind of some things that you can do. In addition, if you ever become under audit, if the IRS ever wants to meet with you, it's a good idea. I think I said this earlier. You can meet them at their facility, or you can meet them at your professional's facility. I do not recommend them inviting them to your place of business or your home office. I think that might actually be violating the less is more rule. So if they need pictures of your home office, then you can provide that. If they need square footage or any other documentation, you can definitely provide that to them without them actually coming into your place of business. So those are a few schools of thought. If you're having trouble hiring a professional, if you want some information on how to get that, we will be talking about that more this year, but you can always feel free to reach out to any of us at Business Solutions by Design. We are your accounting ally. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and we'd be happy to discuss anything with you. Our consultations are free. We are actually your advocate. We are your accounting ally. This is Amanda Davis with Business Solutions signing out, but we'll be coming back to you next week. Have a great one.